So Tesla, I didn't have it on my list. I had too much already. So Etsy, I can tell you right now, there was an inside week. So Tesla, uh, but the inside, multiple inside days down to trigger the weekly reversal. You guys remember the broadening formation I drew last week? That's why I actually last week when we had the inside week, I preferred the downside, but I said you could take either way. Um, and we got upside and it worked. It hit its target. So, right here to here. So it worked. It did its job. But we still have this broadening formation. So, but it pretty much did its job for today. Curious if, because anybody who's long and using pivot lows as stops, their stop hasn't been hit yet. Right. So if people are following the uptrend, however you want to draw it, they would have their stops here and crossing their fingers that it won't break, but it will. Maybe not today, but so their stops would be there and or there, because that's where people are taught to put their stops. And this is why last week we were getting on people's cases. We were getting on like Maria just because we want her to not get chopped up. She kept wanting to trade in here and I said, "No, we're triple inside day." And this is why you want to wait. You don't This is not fun. This is stressful. Setups fail. It's not a fun time in there. You want to wait for the clear actionable signal and then boom, it does it immediately. Like, let's look at the 5. So as soon as it triggered, it just worked and just ran away. So instantly, if you took the daily trigger, once it starts coming down, you could put your stop at the high of the day or at the open. That's obviously a tighter stop and you risk getting stopped out more so than up here, but or just break even, because once this 5 closed, definitely break even. But while it's still open, you want to, can wiggle around in there a little bit. So, and then you had another actionable signal for a little scalp right there. Rev strat. So from 193.55 to 192. So $1.55. Not bad. So cool. We freaking love the strat. When we're playing a weekly setup, I think we need to be going. Well, I think you do need to go 2 weeks out because think about it, because if you hit your target, you have 1 week. The setup technically has 1 week to work. Now, if we don't hit target by Friday until Friday, and then you're in weekly calls, you're either not going to make any money at all, or you're going to have lost money because yes, you were right, but time killed you. And that's what makes options hard, because everybody wants weeklies, but we don't want to fight with time. So just buy time. So Etsy, I can tell you right now, there was an inside week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because we know how to wait. Was last week a 4-day trading week? I don't think so. I don't know. Either way, that's the inside week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it should have been an inside week and down, which it was, because we have eyes and we know how to blend candles. Inside week and down, where are we going? Boop, boop. So you have the top of our broadening formation. It's trying to make the bottom. And I bet there was also a monthly setup. This was, JB, did you see all of this? By using multiple time frame analysis, did you see what happened inside week and down? I don't know if you realized that you took a domino trade, which is awesome. Hopefully you do, but if not, it's okay. But we're gonna learn ya. Okay, so we always start with the higher time frames. That's why I got my lines. You always see my pink and my orange and my white lines. Pink is month, week is orange, white is day. We got to mark your actionable signals. You got to know what is what. So we have an inside month. The trigger would be a break below to target the previous month's low. Okay, then we go down a time frame. What do we got? We have an inside week right at the inside month trigger. So what does that mean? It means everybody's on the same side. You got the weekly participation group shorting. The weekly participation group triggered the monthly participation group. And we've got full time frame continuity to the downside at the very least on the day, week, and month. Which is all we need. That's what's happening right now, right? So you had your daddy domino. Nothing was actionable on the daily because it was continuation, or the 4 hour, or the 1 hour. So this was just one of those weekly triggers going and just going immediately. The broadening formation isn't as important because the broadening formation gets vanquished when you go up a time frame. So when people struggle to draw broadening formations, I tell them go to a higher time frame. What is the setup? And you'll very clearly see that it's a 2-1-2 down, and that gives you your magnitude. So that means you know where price is trying to go, so therefore that is the bottom of your broadening formation.